I'm Paul Diprima. I'm with the Trout Unlimited Coosa Valley chapter, and I'm here to talk about the chili cook-off.
What year is this for the cook-off?
19th year.
Have you been around all 19 years?
Me and Bobby Bell and Bill Summer decided to start having one about 19 years ago, and there hadn't been one that I hadn't been involved in.
So 2 decades ago, how did the idea of a chili cook-off come about?
Bill Summer had been to a chili cook-off somewhere, South Georgia, Florida, somewhere, and said, it's nice. It's family friendly. Kids can come. It's not like a Ducks Unlimited banquet where it's just nothing but bidding on stuff and raising money. I mean, it's a fun event.
And so the first year, how many teams did you have?
I think we had 17 teams. There was approximately, if I remember right, 18 chilies entered because one team did cook to like a mild and a hot or something like that.
And over the years, what are some of the things that have changed?
We moved from being over right at where the parking area and the, I guess you call it the old pump station was, moved over into the big field. They also modified the rules for the park and expanded the area that allowed alcohol sales. So, due to, I wouldn't say due to our influence, but due to our efforts to make a good event, the park has grown. We've got a stage that's covered, power out there, paved area, roads, power outlets. I mean, it's, not just us, but other events have grown there at the park.
And tell me exactly, we know the chili cook-off is a competition of chilies, but where does the money go and what exactly is it for?
Well, Trout Unlimited is a very generous organization here in Rome, Georgia. Over the years, we have started an endowment at the University of Georgia at the Warnell School of Forestry. We're joined in with the Oconee River chapter from Athens, and that endowment is basically an endowment that helps graduate students to cover their costs. Our chapter, along with the Oconee River chapter, usually donate additional money so additional scholarships can be generated during the year also, as needed. Also, relating to the Warnell School of Forestry, one of the students over there said, I need money for research. So we couldn't just donate to him directly. We had to set up another endowment, and it's in the process of being funded. And that endowment is for research, where a student that needs equipment or whatever for his research can ask for additional money and get that. We have been funding the Arrowhead Environmental Outdoor Classroom up in Floyd Springs Road. And over the years we've given, without saying exactly, well over $500,000 toward that classroom to supply the things that are needed for the actual outdoor classroom to survive. Art, work, things that the students take home with. We've also given to the Eco Center up there at Ridge Ferry Park. We've got a trout stream in the process of being built there, indoors.
You mentioned that you've done it for 20 years, but why donate so much time, energy, sweat into this organization and this event?
Well, it's mainly because most of the guys in TU are passionate about the outdoors, passionate about having a trout stream that will be self-sustaining, that doesn't have to have a stocking truck to come up there to make sure trout are there. See, over the years, thousands and thousands of trout streams throughout the country were degraded through abuse, logging, timber industries were a major factor, fires, just overuse of the stream. The streams got to the point where, well, there's no trout left anymore, so let's go ahead and stock this kind of trout in there. And the stock trout displaced the native trout. And now a lot of our work here in Georgia goes into native and wild trout streams. And the money we raise not only goes to education, which helps people to understand why we work in the streams, why we go in there and try to make the stream better, but it also goes to actual paying for the equipment and the metal and the netting and everything else that goes into the stream to restore those creeks to where they can sustain populations of wild fish.
Tell me about this year's event. If somebody wants to get involved, what can they do? How can they attend it?
Okay, it's real easy. Just show up on Saturday morning about 10:30. Pay your $5. Saturday, October the 11th.
Okay.
And it's $5 for anybody over 5 years old. But the event really starts pretty much on Friday morning. That's when all the teams come in, get their cook sites, set everything up, start cooking chili. Usually they cook wings, hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, shrimp, just whatever, just to snack on during the night. And they have pretty much a nice little party. But in order to be a part of that, you've got to cook chili. And cooking chili is not that hard to do. I mean, everybody's got their favorite recipe, grandma's or whatever. And so go online to coosavalley.tu.org. And the opening page of that will get you started. $45 to enter a recipe. That entitles you to a t-shirt, actually 2 t-shirts, a cook site, a flag, and an apron, and 4 armbands. You've got to have an armband to be in the park on Friday after 8 o'clock.
What can we expect from this year's? How many teams? What are you looking forward to?
Well, right now, last time I checked was about 45 minutes ago. I think there's 70-something sites taken already.
So for folks that just want to come for $5, you can get full-on chili and a lot of different kinds of chili.
You go in, they'll be giving 1 ounce servings away, 1 ounce samples. A 1 ounce is not a serving, but if you test 80 chilies, 1 ounce apiece, you're thinking of better than a half gallon of chili in you. And if you can handle a half gallon chili, you might need some Tums. A friend of ours will be out there in the middle of the park giving away Tums and Rolaids.